Let's get into our first exercise. Movement is one of those balls that we're going to be juggling. And within that, we're going to start slow because a lot of times when we're dealing with pain, I'm not going to take you into jumping jacks and heavy squats. That just is ridiculous. We want to deal with how we can prepare our body for that confidence in movement. And one of the things that we do is critical alignment therapy. With critical alignment therapy, it blends two things. One, we're going to learn a little bit more about movement, and we're going to start paying attention to resetting those sensations in the body. Because when we're in pain, whenever we feel pain, what is it that we want the most? We want to get rid of it, and we try and push it away, and we try and get rid of it, and we try and shuffle our body around. That creates, again, that fear-pain loop where we have pain, we have a sensation, we go, oh no, it's starting again. And your nervous system, your pain system goes, yes, see, it is dangerous. And then it adds more pain. And then we're like, yes, see, oh, there's more pain. And then that fear comes in. Oh, I'm going to be in pain for a while. Your nervous system goes, yes, see, I knew pain would slow you down. So it gives you more pain. And this circle just keeps going and going and going. We're going to start working on how to practice paying attention. And I'm going to talk about these 3 P's quite a bit because there's practice, there is patience, and there's paying attention. All right? With that being said, we're going to use towels for this first exercise. When we get into some of the exercises, I will be using a critical alignment therapy black strap. There's a link in your notes about how to buy one if you want. Okay, I do recommend them because they are very, very helpful in a lot of exercises that we do. With that being said, you don't necessarily need one, but I do recommend it. All right, and there is a discount code for that. So you're going to take your towels. I have 2 bath towels here. They're pretty thin towels. If you have a super plushy towel, just use one. But these guys are folded into thirds, all right? And I'm going to take this long edge and roll this up, okay? As you roll it, your towel's not going to roll perfectly, but I'm going to lay the towel down and you're not going to sit at the end of it, okay? You're going to put the middle of your rib cage at the end of this roll. I'm going to lay down. When I lay down, I'm just going to roll to the side and show you where that is in terms of my back. And this is it. Now, with this being said, you don't necessarily need to be on the floor. I know sometimes it does make it more challenging getting up and down off the floor. We're going to talk about that a little bit more in the future because it is a good exercise to do. Right now, though, we're laying here and I want you to focus in on your breath. Arms go out to the side, palms turn up. And you're going to focus in and allow your exhale to feel like it's melting you into the ground. You're going to notice how your feet feel grounded, okay? Knees can be bent or legs straight. You're going to feel whatever's in contact with the floor, how it can soften. You're going to let your shoulders soften, your jaw soften. And you're going to scan the body. And this is what I was talking about. And this comes from pain reprocessing therapy, where I want you to scan your body and notice, are there any cranky sensations, right? Is there a burning sensation somewhere, or a stabbing sensation, or a pressure sensation? I want you to just notice the sensation, label it a little bit. Don't overanalyze it. I don't want you to visualize that there is damage in your body because all we did was lay down. Unless you tripped down the stairs and came to the laying down on the floor at the bottom of your stairs, this isn't tissue damaging. All right? So we're laying here noticing sensations. because it isn't damage. It is a sensation. We want to calmly acknowledge that sensation. You're going to want to shift around. We're only here for a couple of minutes. I want you to just notice. And you can do this while you lay in bed. This can be part of your practice. You don't need to be laying on this roll. You're probably going to lay in bed and your shoulder hurts or your back hurts. And we're so used to just tossing ourselves around trying to find that comfortable position. I want you to stop. I want you to set a timer for like maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes. And all I want you to do is lay there and notice the sensation. Just notice it, because as you're laying, wherever you're laying, this isn't tissue damage. There's no football player coming in here and tackling you. This is just acknowledging that sensation. We are outcome independent, and this is key. It doesn't matter. We need to practice that idea that it does not matter if the pain goes away or not. All right? We're so used to thinking, okay, this is going to make the pain go away. And you may have occurrences where that does happen. The pain feels like it's gone. However, I want you to be outcome independent. You hang out here, you allow a calm breath to give some awareness to whatever the sensation is. Your exhale allows you to feel a little heavier. Your inhale, I want you to take your hands to your belly, and I want you to find that belly breath. We're going to talk about the belly breath a little bit more in the next video, but I want you to find this belly breath. If it's not easy to find, totally understand. When you're in pain and your brain, and you've been told your tight core protects your back, it's really hard to let that go. You're going to practice. When you wake up in the morning and you're laying in bed, practice a belly breath. Just 4 or 5 breaths. It doesn't need to be 10 minutes. Just 4 or 5 breaths. When you lay down at night to go to bed, just 4 or 5 breaths, noticing if you can get that belly breath to happen. That's it. Okay? We're laying here. We're finding that calm breath. Your exhale connects to a sense of softness, heaviness. Your inhale connects to a sense of space or lightness. But it has to be, doesn't have to be, but I want it to be that belly breath. And then we acknowledge, we scan the body from the feet up through the body to notice 4 sensations. We just notice the sensations. We don't analyze them. We don't fear them. We don't try and move away from them. We just hang out here. And then you roll over to your side. Don't sit up from here. Just roll over to your side. Shoulders, hips, and head. And you come up to seated. You can sit in a chair. You can sit wherever you are. You can lay back down on the ground. But that's it. That's your first step. That is a step. That is just a few minutes of paying attention to your breath, noticing sensation. Now here is your homework. A, pat yourself on the back. You just did it. B, once a day, whether you're sitting, standing, not while you're driving, okay? You need to be able to focus on certain things, but when you have a couple minutes to let your mind kind of wander and focus in on your breath, I want you to do that. You can just sit, you can stand, and just notice the sensations in your body. If there's a cranky sensation, that's like a reminder to say, hey, pay attention to your breath for a minute. Notice the sensation. Did you do anything tissue damage wise? No? Okay. Notice the sensation. That's it. That's your homework. Once a day. At some point, I want you to just remember to take a few breaths, scan your body. If you're good, keep going. If there's a sensation there, Take a few breaths, give it some attention, just noticing it with outcome independence, and move on. Okay? I will see you in the next video.